guys, I'm Aussie VIllain, and welcome to the weekend preview for this week. And before we get to the preview, I think we should have a quick look back at last week's tipping in the Super Brew competition, and Parramatta Power back to the top where he has been most of the weeks. 11 points, what was it? 2 exact scores, which is impressive. Two close, and then one correct result. UK LFC is that... Oh, my eyes can't see that far, but anyway... Second ahead of Kebrov, Gears Cal, and Adam Riley as well. That came in there down towards the bottom. The Real Villain had a bit of an off week by his standards. And you can see everybody else there. And if we look at what that all meant for the leaderboard, we will see it is Parramatta Power, a 10-point gaffer for him ahead of Kebrov, the Real Villain, who's paid the price for a poor week last week, and Rajasthan as well. Didn't have a great week last week, but still right up there in the table. And look at me, I'm an embarrassment to everybody. I should just stop, shouldn't I? Now this guy here, UK LFC, I think there's another letter in there. Maybe, anyway, you know who you are. They started late. And they've already caught and passed me. I should say too, there is a link to join down in the description. Never too late to start, boys or girls as well. Everybody's welcome. Yeah, just click the link. You'll get I'll get an invite for you to come into the league, and I will obviously accept it. The more, the merrier. So that's how things look. Let's have a look at what we're expecting from this week's games. I actually have no idea who is playing this week, so this will be interesting as we go here. Southampton versus Bournemouth, a South Coast derby. Let's go with, what do we say here? It's probably going to be a draw, isn't it? Let's go with 1-1. That seems like a sensible thing to do. Leicester versus Spurs. Leicester's a good team this year, aren't they? They did lose. Was it Old Trafford they lost? Was it Old Trafford they lost last time? Is it going to tell me if I click on it? Yeah, it was Old Trafford. I thought they'd win there. But back at home, Spurs struggling in Europe this week. I'm going to say 2-1. They'll score a goal, won't they? Harry Kane will score a goal. Burnley versus Norwich. No one predicted Norwich winning last week, did they? I just think Burnley are bastards, and I think they'll get a 1-0 win in that one. Everton versus Sheffield United. Sheffield United aren't the best away, and I think Everton probably need a result, don't they? So I'm going to say 3-0. I have faith in the Everton defence this week. Manchester City versus Watford. Oh, this Manchester City are not going to be happy after last week. Do I dare go more than 5? You know what? What new defense? They played midweek. New coaching at Watford. Or we'll just say 3-0. Newcastle versus Brighton. This is the sort of game that ends 0-0, isn't it? Let's be honest. We've got here Crystal Palace versus Wolves. Now, Wolves at the time of recording haven't played in Europe yet this week. They are playing in Europe though. They're struggling a little bit. Crystal Palace are not bad. I'm going to say 1-0 there. Who we got here? West Ham versus Man United. West Ham, they struggled a little bit against Villa Monday night, but they are still a good team. And Manchester United playing on a Thursday. Let's say 1-1 perhaps for that one. Oh, Jesus, we're playing Arsenal this week? They're playing Thursday night as well. Are they Thursday night or are they Champions League? Who are the... Chelsea? No, Chelsea's the other one, isn't it? I'd love to say I have faith in you, but I don't have... Yeah, let's go 2-1. I just don't think we're quite there yet. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Chelsea score goals, don't they? Liverpool... I think this could be a thriller, actually. I'm going to say 4-2. I think that could be a good game. So there you go. That's my tips for this week. Don't forget to put yours in as well. And see how we go there. The other thing to catch you up on very quickly here is the Fantasy Premier League. If we go to the league... now this is a Patreon only thing. So if you do want to join my Patreon, then again there's a link down in the description. What I'll do is I'll add you to it, and then I'll make a note of what the leader's score was when you came in, and then we can add that to your score at the end of the year to make sure that you have the best chance possible. But if you already have a fantasy league team in just the general Premier League fantasy, your points will just carry straight in anyway, so it won't be a problem. But yeah, we can see Daniel Stefanovic absolutely smashed it to pieces last week. 72 points to my 57. Dan Stefanovic, different person. I know it's a different person because it's my father-in-law. Jamie down there had a decent week as well. And then Aaron, a good week for him. As I keep saying every week, Aaron is a baseball fan. He is absolutely smashing it to pieces, considering I know for a fact he doesn't know who the players are. So I'm actually really impressed by he's consistently getting the points that he does. But last week hurt me, and it's the top of the... It's going to be tough to run down Daniel now. Well, it's still a long way to go, of course, and I do still have a lot of my extra thingies to play as well, as you can see there. This is the team I've gone with this week. I have made a couple of changes. I've taken out John McGinn because Villa players just aren't working for me. I've taken out McGinn and brought Cantwell in, and that saved me a little bit of money as well. But that was the only change. So I'm going to stick with Edison in goal against Watford for Manchester City. He may well end up with goals and assists this week. That's how bad it could be. I'm going to stick with my same defence. My Leicester guy there, whose name I can't pronounce, Maguire and Alexander-Arnold. I didn't end up making a sub or a transfer in my defence for this week because I took McGinn out for Cantwell. Salah, I think Sterling is just a hands-down captain, isn't he, for this week? He could hopefully rack up a nice score for me. Cantwell's going to get a game because they're away to Burnley, and James as well. Hopefully he'll be fit to play. And then I'm going to go with Barnes, Pookie, and Abraham. I tell you what, they've worked out better than I thought they were going to when I brought them in. Mings, we're not going to put him anywhere near the lineup away to Arsenal. I'm waiting for Redmond. He's supposed to come back this week, but he's still red, which is making me a little bit nervous. I'll give him this week, then I might be making a sub out there, I think. And Tarkowski, at home to Norwich, if somebody has to come in, I think he's going to be my man. I do think Burnley will make it difficult for Norwich away from home. So there we go. That is the weekend preview. As ever, short and sweet. If you have enjoyed this, do make sure you hit thumbs up. If you want to join in either of the competitions, as I said, all the links are down in the description below. At Aussie VIllain on Twitter if you want to get all my sweary reactions when Villa lose to Arsenal. And the other thing I did want to mention, I did mention about a Super Brew League for the Champions League. Basically, I forgot. I'm really sorry, guys. I completely forgot. I came home from cricket training Tuesday, saw that Champions League was on, and sort of was like... So, yeah, that's what happened with that one. So, again, apologies for that, but to be honest, I think I would have just forgotten to do tips because it's the wrong time of the week. But anyway, guys, that's it for the weekend preview. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully, you tip better than I do, and we'll see you this time next week. Take care.